Before we dive in, hit subscribe, because today we're unpacking a controversial question. Can a war halfway across the world actually benefit the United States? Sounds wild, but geopolitics is basically chess with missiles. Alright, let's talk about the Israel-Iran war and why, in some ways, it can create advantages for the US. Now, quick note, war always brings serious risks, human costs, and global instability. This is about strategic analysis, not celebrating conflict. First up, energy profits and leverage. When tensions rise in the Middle East, oil prices usually spike. And guess what? The US is one of the world's top oil producers. Higher global prices can mean more revenue for American energy companies. But it's a double-edged sword, because Americans also pay more at the pump. Second, global influence boost. The US supports allies like Israel, and conflicts like this strengthen its role as a key power broker in the Middle East. Think of it like being the team captain everyone still depends on when things get messy. Third, military and tech advantage. War zones often accelerate military innovation. Defense systems, drones, cybersecurity, these all get tested and improved quickly. Historically, conflicts have pushed rapid tech development, and the US defense industry benefits from that momentum. Fourth, arms sales and defense industry growth. When tensions rise, countries around the world start upgrading their military. That means more demand for US-made defense systems. It's like Black Friday, but for fighter jets. Fifth, weakening a regional rival. Iran has long been a strategic competitor to US interests. A prolonged conflict can reduce Iran's military strength and influence in the region, especially if key infrastructure and capabilities are damaged. Sixth, strengthening alliances. Conflicts often push countries closer together. US partnerships in the Middle East, and even with NATO allies, can deepen as nations coordinate defense, intelligence, and strategy. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Seventh, economic ripple effects. Global uncertainty drives investors towards safe haven assets like the US dollar. That can strengthen the dollar and reinforce America's financial dominance. Eighth, control over global narratives. Through diplomacy, media, and international institutions, the US can shape how the conflict is perceived globally. Something that matters more than you might think in modern geopolitics. But hold on, this isn't all upside. Higher oil prices can hurt consumers. Inflation can rise. Military costs can skyrocket. And if the conflict escalates, it could drag the US into a deeper, more expensive war. In fact, recent reports show rising energy costs and economic pressure tied to the conflict. So what's the real takeaway? The US can gain strategic, economic, and political advantages, but they come with serious risks and trade-offs. It's less like winning and more like balancing on a very expensive tightrope. And that's geopolitics for you. No easy wins, just complicated outcomes. If you want more quick, eye-opening breakdowns like this, hit subscribe and stay curious.